Jai Sri Ram students, welcome to JTC Educational Revolution. Today, in this video, we are going to start the new chapter that is trigonometric ratios and identities. This is our first class. Here, this first class will be useful for everyone, IPM, SET, JW, right, as well as for new students where they can use this in their physics. Okay, students, right? So let us start with our journey now. We'll start with the formulas and some basics problems today. Okay, so first we'll go with the introduction. As most of you will be aware about this all in your school life. Okay, right. So, see student, whenever we discuss the word trigonometry, it means we're discussing about those shapes which has three sides. Okay, that means triangles. And very probably we are concerned about right angled triangle. Clear with this point, everyone? Right. So, you know very well what is right angle triangle, right? Any triangle which has one of the angle as 90-degree, then that is said to be right angled triangle. Okay, so any triangle which has one of its angle as 90-degree, then that is said to be right angled triangle. Clear with this point, everyone? Right. So, this one small diagram I'm drawing here. Suppose this is A, this is B, this is C. Now this angle will be 90-degree. Clear with this point, all of you? Right. So these two angles we have to find out. These two angles we need to find out here. And these three sides also we need to find out here. See, it means overall either we'll work about these five things in this chapter. That is two angles and three sides. But always we don't bother about solving them. Many other types of questions will be given to us in this. Okay, students, with this, right? Okay, so I hope you can able to understand this, whatever is written on the screen here. Follow this for 30 seconds. Okay, students, hope you have understood this. Let us move on to the next part. See, students, here some more points we'll be discussing. See, we have six trigonometric ratios. Six trigonometric ratios will be available. Right. What are the six trigonometric ratios? We know sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, cot theta, secant theta, and cosecant theta. Right. These are the six trigonometric ratios. Right. These trigonometric ratios are called as circular functions. What they are called as? Circular functions. So trigonometric ratios are also functions. What with this point, everyone? Right? Clear with this? Okay, students. So let me recollect why we have only six trigonometric ratios. See, now if I draw one triangle like this, right, and if I take angle here, this BC will be now, this BC will be opposite, or we may call it as perpendicular. We can write it as perpendicular. This AB will be base, okay, and the side which is opposite to 90 degree is known as hypotenuse, okay. The side which is opposite to 90 degree is known as hypotenuse, right? So now you see, student, trigonometric ratios. Ratios means something which is in the form of P by Q, right? Clear? So how many ratios are possible, students, here? See, some of you in school life, you might have studied it like this. Let us take in that form for a while. See, student, in your school life, might have read it as opposite side, adjacent side, hypotenuse. Telangana board students will read in this form, and CBSE student will read in the form of perpendicular and base. Both are same, nothing to worry about that. Okay. So now you see, student, how many ratios I can find out right down from this on. See, first one, can I write opposite by hypotenuse and reciprocal of this hypotenuse by opposite? Okay, this combination. Next combination, can I write adjacent by hypotenuse and hypotenuse by adjacent? Right. Next combination, can I write here opposite by adjacent and reciprocal of this adjacent by opposite? Yes. Now, we cannot get anything more than this. We cannot get more combination than this. Right. That's why we have six trigonometric ratios. Now, this is called sine theta. And this is called reciprocal of sine theta is nothing but cosecant theta. Okay. And this is called cos theta. And reciprocal of cos theta is nothing but secant theta. In short, we'll write like this as is shown on the screen. Okay. This is called tan theta. And the reciprocal of this will be cot theta. So there are just six ratios combination is possible. That's why we have six trigonometric ratios only. Clear with this point, everyone? Right? Okay, so hope you have understood this. Yeah, now observe this for 30 So hope it's clear to everyone, right? Let us move on to the next page. See, student, now I will be letting you know some. See, already you know the table of your school life. Okay, sine 0, cos 0, right? Once again, I do recollect that in a quick manner at the end of the video, if we get the time. Okay, or else you can follow from our 10th class videos. Okay, everyone. So, some another values I'm going to show you, student, here. You need to remember this. Important trigonometric values. See, student, follow this derivations. We are not bothered about these derivations in JW NEET or MSET. Those are interested to know about the derivations, I'll teach them separately. Or if we get the time, I'll let you follow that from the class itself. But initially, we don't bother about the derivations. Okay. Sine 15 will be root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. Sine 15 will be equal to cos 75 because sine and cos are complementary angles. Okay. After 5-10 minutes, we'll discuss about the complementary angles. But you have to understand here. Sin theta and cos theta are complementary. Okay. Complementary to each other. Getting with this point, everyone? Similarly, tan theta and cot theta are complementary to each other. Clear with this point, everyone? Same way, secant and cosecant are complementary to each other. Okay, with this point, all of you, right? So, sine 15 is root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. Okay. Sine 18, these are some standard values which you have to remember. Root 5 minus 1 by 4. Sine 18 will be equal to cos 80, 90 minus 18, 72. Okay, students? Right. And next, sine 36 degree will be square root of 10 minus 2 root 5. Okay, by 4. See, 90 minus 36 will be how much? 54. So, sine 36 will be equal to cos 54 degree. Okay, students? Right? Next, sine 54 degree, root 5 plus 1 by 4. Sine 54 will be equal to cos 36 degree. Clear with this? Right? Sine 72 degree will be equal to square root of, already we got this in an indirect manner in another form. See, student, observe this too. Both are looking same almost. Values. Right. So cos 72 will be equal to, sine 72 will be equal to cos 18 degree. Okay. Next. These are certain important ones, students, which you have to remember. And others I said you already, like sine 0, sine 30, sine 45, sine 60, sine 90 degree. This all you know from your school life. Right. If we get time, we'll do it today itself. Okay. Or else you can follow from our old videos. Sine 75 degree will be equal to root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. So look at this to everyone. Compare this to and you can remember them. Okay. See the logic which I'm sharing with you. Compare this to and it will be easy to remember them. Okay, and then compare these two. It will be easy to remember them. Got with this logics, everyone? This is how we need to read trigonometry. It's not easy to remember all the formulas if you don't use the logics. Okay, sine 75 degree will be equal to cos 15 degree. 90 minus 75 will be 15. Thus we'll write like this. Okay, students, right? So observe it for a while, everyone. This class is gonna be very lengthy, almost 1.5 to 2 hours. Observe it for a while, all of you. Follow this, everyone. Okay, so I hope you got the sufficient time here to understand this and understood the logics. Okay, let us discuss about the complementary, everyone. Already you know this all from school life. Once again, I'm repeating this because these are very useful to solve the problems in physics as well as in maths. So, look at here, students. Sine 90 minus theta is nothing but cos theta. Okay? Right, remember carefully. Cos 90 minus theta is nothing but sin theta. Okay? Tan 90 minus theta is going to be cot theta. Cot 90 minus theta is tan theta. Secant 90 minus theta is cosecant theta. Cosecant 90 minus theta is secant theta. Okay, students, right? These are some important complementary angles. Even many more will get, student. This is according to your 10th class, I'm reminding you. Okay, right, we'll get many more. Okay, got about this point, everyone? Right, so complementary angles remembered. One small example I'll let you know, students. See, sine 72. See, sine 72, how will write in terms of cos theta? See, students, for this what you should do? See, 72 plus 18 will give us 90, right? So from this, can I say we can write 72 as 90 minus 18 plus 18 will go that side because becomes minus 18, right? That means sine 72 degree can be written as sine 90 minus 18 degree. Okay, so sine 90 minus 18, see, it's looking like this. Sine 90 minus theta, it is like sine 90 minus 18 is theta here. So sine 90 minus theta can be written as cos theta. This formula I am using here, student. Right. So sine 90 minus theta, 90 minus 18, I can write it as cos 18 degree. Clear everyone? That means sine 72 degree is equal to cos 18 degree. Clear with this point, everyone? Right. So if you look at here, sine 72 degree, we got it as cos 18 degree, right? This example I have shown you there. So understood. Similarly, sine 15 degree is cos 75 degree. Okay, sine 36 degree is cos 54 degree. Similarly, cos 54 degree can be written as sine 36 degree. So hope are you able to follow this all? Right? Everywhere it's applicable, students. Okay. Right. So follow this for 30 seconds. Everyone, follow this. See, student, now this is clear. So now our next topic. So some more formulas, many formulas will be there, students. Mostly it may take even more half an hour to discuss some formulas. This chapter has so many formulas. Okay, after some 30% of formulas are covered, I'll start explaining you the problems. Now we are going to discuss science of trigonometric functions. In different quadrants. So in different quadrants, how the signs will vary, let's see. See, student, basically we do have something like this, right? Wait for a while. Okay, no issue. Let us draw the plan directly. We have the four quadrants, right? This is first quadrant. This is second quadrant. This is third quadrant. This is fourth quadrant. Right, so we have overall four quadrants. Okay, students. So First quadrant, here starting angle will be degree 360 degree, 0 degree, 360 degree. Second quadrant will be 90 degree. Right, 90 degree can be written as pi by 2 in terms of radians. 360 degree can be written as 2 pi. Okay, this here I should write 180 degree. It can be written as 2 pi again, not 2 pi. Wait. Simply pi, students. Pi is equal to 180. 2 pi means this one. Okay, right. So this one will be 270 degree. It can be written as 3 pi by 2 in terms of quadrants. So follow this very carefully, everyone. In first quadrant, all the trigonometric ratios are positive. Getting in first quadrant, all the trigonometric ratios are going to be positive. Got with this point, everyone? Right. In second quadrant, sine and cosecant are positive, remaining all will be negative. Only these two will be positive. Okay. In third quadrant, only tan and cot are positive, remaining all will be negative. Okay, in third quadrant. In fourth quadrant, see sine cosecant completed, tan cot completed. See students, sine and cosecant are reciprocal of each other. That's why if sine is positive, cosecant should also be positive. Tan and cot are reciprocal of each other. If tan is positive, cot should also be positive. Right. Next set, cos. What is the reciprocal of cos? Secant. So this two will be positive in this. Okay, students. And how we remember this all? See, we have this one sentence. Like if you remember in electricity, I said you, B.B. Roy of Great Britain has very good wife. Something like this. Right, these are some short form, shortcut logicals, students, to remember the things. Now here also we have something. All silver tea cups. Here all means all the six trigonometric ratios. Silver means you see S. So which trigonometric ratio will start with S? Sine. So sine. If sine is positive, then its reciprocal is also positive. Okay. Here T. Which trigonometric ratio will start with T? Tan. If tan is positive, then its reciprocal is also positive. Okay, students. Sine and cosecant, tan and if sine is positive, cosecant is positive. Here T means tan. If tan is positive, we have cot also positive. Now C means cos. Okay, don't take cosecant and cot because they have already been used. So we have cos here. If cos is positive, secant is also positive. Right? So whenever angle is in this quadrant, suppose, then cos and secant will be positive. Just remember this. How to use in the problem will come to know slowly. Whenever angle is in this one, second quadrant, sine and cosecant will be positive. If any other angle will be used, that can be negative here. Only in the first quadrant, all will be positive. Questions will come related to this in MSET and even JW mains. Okay, in physics, it will be useful to solve the problem, students. You won't get like in NEET, you won't get direct problems related to this. But you can solve the physics problem by using this. Right? Okay. Observe everyone these things for a minute. So now in the next slide, we are going to discuss trigonometric functions of allied angles. See students, here we'll study only sine and cos, but the same things are applicable to tan, cot, secant as well as cosecant. That I'll say you later on. In the next video, we may get those things. Here you understand about how to use this trigonometric functions of allied angles only for sine and cos. Okay, students? Right. So look at this point, everyone. Formulas, first of all. See, remember this formulas very carefully, students. Right. First, I'm explaining the table of sine. If ever you get sine minus theta will be minus sine theta. Right. For example, if we get this sine minus 90, this can be written as minus sine 90. Okay. Getting this difference? Right. If the same thing happens with cos, if we get cos minus 90, cos minus theta, then you should write cos theta. Getting with this point. Okay. So are you seeing this student difference? Here we are writing minus, here we don't write minus. Okay, so like cos minus 60, if you ever see this, then cos minus 60 can be written as cos 60. Got with this formula, everyone? Right? These are here I'm writing formulas and here I'm writing one example. Clear all of you this? Second one, suppose if we get sine 90 minus theta, right? Then we should write cos theta. See student, before I do go with this, I'd like to say you one thing. See student, whenever we get 90 plus theta or else let's do in rough work. See student, whenever we get 90 plus theta or 90 minus theta, 270 plus theta or 270 minus theta, right? Then sine will change to cos and cos will change to sine. See here I said this sine will change to cos, cos will change to sine. This is applicable there. Okay, these two are like see these two are like one combination, these two are like one combination, these two are like one combination. Okay. So at the same time, tan will change to cot, cot will change back to tan, and secant will change to cosecant, cosecant will change to secant. Remember this very carefully, students, right? In this scenario. Now suppose if something happens like this, within this one more box I'm drawing, if we get 180 plus theta, 180 minus theta, 360 plus theta or 360 minus theta, right? Then no changes will happen. Sine will remain sine, cos will remain cos, tan will remain tan, cot will remain cot, exactly same. Secant will remain secant. Similarly, cosecant will remain cosecant. Getting with this point, everyone? This thing you have to keep in brain, students. In next class, I'll explain many things related to this. But I'm going in a very basic level, still in the formulas. Okay? Right. So, next, let us follow. Keep this in your brain. Very important for all kind of examinations. Observe this for 1 minute, everyone. So, now let us move on with the second one. See, student, sine 90 minus theta. See, students, sine 90 minus theta. Whenever 90 comes, what I said you, it should change to cos. Okay? Right. Similarly, cos 90 minus theta, it should change to sine theta. Whenever 90 minus or 90 plus will come, sine should change to cos, cos should change to sine. Remember, now I'm not writing examples, students, only these two I gave examples. You understand this. I'm writing the formulas now directly without examples. So sin 90 minus theta will become cos theta, cos 90 minus theta will become sin theta. Similarly, third part, sin 90 plus theta. See, student, 90 plus came. So whenever 90 plus or 90 minus will come, sin will become cos, cos will become sin. Okay, this will be cos theta. And here parallelly, okay, let us write it like this. Cos 90 minus theta will be sin theta. Here cos 90 plus theta, look at carefully everyone. Cos 90 plus theta will be minus sin theta. Sir, how it is? See, look at, first of all, I said you, whenever 90 plus theta, 90 minus theta will come, sin should change to cos, cos should change to sin. That's fine. Sir, but why we are getting minus here? See, at this part we are getting minus. See, there is a reason for that. See, students, sin 90 plus theta. See, 90 is here, right? Ninety is here, right? So if I say 90 plus theta, that means I should cross 90. So 90 plus theta means it is now crossing 90. So if you cross 90, right, That means we are in the second quadrant. We are in the second quadrant. So in second quadrant, sine is positive and cosecant is positive. Remaining all will be negative, right? So sine will remain positive and cos will be negative in second quadrant. So whenever 90 plus theta will come, sine will remain positive, cos will become negative. This is clear, everyone? So see, sine 90 plus theta, sine 90 plus theta, as it is sine, so its answer will be positive. Okay. Next, cos 90 plus theta, as it is cos and 90 plus theta, that means second quadrant. In second quadrant, cos is negative. That's why the answer is negative. Getting with this point, everyone? Right? And either it should be sine or cos, that depends on this rule, students. Whatever I said you in this green box. Clear? So sine positive or negative, whether the answer will be positive or negative, that depends on this, whatever I am showing you on the screen now. Right. Next, either sine will change to cos or cos will change to sine. That depends on this complementary angles. Okay, and that too, in this you see, student, I explained here. Okay, here I already wrote. Either sine will change to cos, cos will change to sine. This all is mentioned in this. Similar to the complementary angles. Right. So sine cos में बदलेगा या नहीं बदलेगा, cos sin में बदलेगा या नहीं बदलेगा, वो ये ग्रीन कलर बॉक्स पे डिपेंड करेगा, स्टूडेंट्स. राइट. और जो आंसर आएगा वो पॉजिटिव रहेगा या नेगेटिव रहेगा, वो डिपेंड करेगा इस वाले स्क्रीन पर. समझ में आ रहा है सभी को? राइट. चलेगा स्टूडेंट्स. होप आप सभी को ये समझ में आ रहा होगा. राइट. चलिए अभी देखते हैं, अगले पार्ट की तरफ बढ़ेंगे स्टूडेंट्स. You do one thing, students, for a while, observe this, whatever is going on. I wrote on the screen. It's a very important topic. Okay. Got this rules clearly, everyone? तो होप सभी को ये चीज़ें समझ में आ रही है. राइट. कैसे मैं प्लस माइनस डिसाइड कर रहा हूँ और कैसे साइन थीटा कॉस थीटा में बदलना, कॉस थीटा साइन थीटा में बदलना, ये डिसाइड कर रहा हूँ. ओके. राइट. सो अभी आगे बढ़ते हैं स्टूडेंट अगले पेज की तरफ. So now you see, students, we are going to continue this point. Now you see how we'll get different values, means different trigonometric formulas. See, student, here we wrote 90 plus 90 minus, right? So we'll go with the next part here, that is fourth one. Fourth one, if you see onto the screen, sine 180 minus theta. Okay, see 180 comes, so sine should remain sine. And 180 minus theta, see student, 180 minus theta, matlab 180 minus theta means, see this is 180. This is 180. So minus means here. That means second quadrant. In second quadrant, sine is positive. That's why positive. That's why here I should write plus sine theta. Okay, students, with this, right? So similarly, cos 180 minus theta. See, 180 has been used, so cos should remain cos. Okay, right. But if you look at carefully, 180 minus theta means we are in second quadrant. In second quadrant, cos should be negative. So, right. In second quadrant, cos should be negative. That's why I kept negative here. Got with this point, everyone? Right. Fifth one, sine 180 plus theta. So sine is there, 180 is there, so sine will remain sine. Okay. Now 180 plus theta, it means we are in third quadrant. In third quadrant, sine is negative. That's why minus. Clear, everyone? Right? Next, cos 180 plus theta. 180 has been used, so cos will remain cos. Okay? But in third quadrant, cos is negative. That's why minus. Clear with this point, everyone? Are you able to get what I am explaining here? Right. Clear, everyone, with this explanation? Next, sine 270 minus theta. Here, sine 270 plus theta. See, student, 270 has been used, so sine should become cos. Okay. Now 270 minus. See, 270 minus means here is a 270. Minus means it is in third quadrant, and 270 plus means fourth quadrant. So plus means 270 से बढ़ के होना है, माइनस मीन 270 से कम होना है. क्लियर है सभी को? राइट. सो 270 से कम होगा तो थर्ड क्वाड्रेंट, 270 से बढ़ के होगा तो फोर्थ क्वाड्रेंट. दैट इज क्लियर एवरीवन? राइट. So this is third quadrant, 270 minus theta. So in third quadrant, sine is negative, that's why minus cos theta. In fourth quadrant, sine is negative, that's why minus cos theta. Here also. Getting with this point, everyone? Right. Similarly, cos 270 minus theta, cos 270 plus theta. So 270 has been used, so cos will become sine. Here also cos will become sine. Now 270 minus theta means third quadrant. In third quadrant, cos is negative, that's why this is negative. And 270 plus means fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, cos is positive, that's why this is positive. Clear everyone with this? Right? Okay, so I hope you can understand this. Observe this everyone for a while. Yeah, observe everyone still. Observe the previous parts. Okay, so now let us move on to the next formula. Sine 360. See student, we are here, you are discussing about 360. So sine should remain sine. Okay, right. And here also sine should remain sine. Now, let us decide the sine. 360 minus theta. See student, 360 minus theta, it means we are in fourth quadrant. Okay, 360 minus theta, it means we are in fourth quadrant. 360 plus theta, it means we are in first quadrant, because after 360 first quadrant will come. Getting? Right. So 360 minus theta, it means fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, if you look at Cos and secant will be positive, sine will be negative. So sine will be negative. That's why minus. 360 plus theta, it means first quadrant. Sine is positive. Actually, all are positive here. Okay, so it should be plus. Okay, everyone. Next, 360 cos 360 minus theta. So cos will remain cos. Here also cos will remain cos. 360 minus theta, it means fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, cos is positive, that's why positive. We are not writing plus there, it is understandable. And here 360 plus theta, that means first quadrant. There also cos is positive, that's why plus. Getting with this point, everyone? Right? Okay, so hope you can understand till here whatever I said you. Yeah, so video will be going on for 1 minute or 1.5 minutes. Whatever I said you here and here, you try to recollect everyone. So I hope everyone understood these all formulas, whatever I discussed in this last 1 hour. Okay. Yeah, so once I'm recollecting all the formulas, everyone follow with me. First page. Yeah, I'll keep on bringing the slides. Audio will be mute. Follow this one for 5 minutes around. तो आई होप सभी ने ये फॉलो किया होगा अभी तक, राइट? जो जो फॉर्मूलास मैंने अभी कराए हैं, राइट? सो अभी मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट क्लास में स्टूडेंट। यहाँ तक के फॉर्मूला आपको फॉलो करना है, रिवाइज कर लेना है नोट्स में लिख कर, राइट? तो अगले क्लास में अभी सभी लोग अपने अपने घर को जाइएगा, राइट? सो अगले क्लास में इसके प्रॉब्लम्स कंप्लीट करेंगे स्टूडेंट्स कल मॉर्निंग में। ओके, मॉर्निंग पहला क्लास मैथ्स का रहेगा स्टूडेंट सभी को, राइट? चलिए मिलते तभी, तब तक के लिए सभी को जय हिंद, जय भारत।